Stan, do you think you can talk for a minute? You'll be able to get home earlier today from work, right? I have something very important to talk with you about, and it's best that we do it in person.
Huh? I have plans to go out drinking tonight, so that won't be happening. Let's talk about it next time I'm around, okay? Or you can tell me right now. What is so important that you have to talk to me in person about? Although I don't think there's anything involving you that could be important enough for me to come home to.
I see. Well, then that must mean you're going out to drink today with that Anne chick. Must be worth your time more than coming home to talk with me about that.
Huh?
I already know what's been going on. You've been cheating on me with her for months now, and that's the reason you're never home during the week. And that's why this time I'd like the two of us to discuss what we're going to do from here. So, can you please come home soon?
I see. Well then, if you want to get divorced, then let's do that. I have nothing against that now.
Huh?
You understand now that I'm no longer into you anymore, right? I've been avoiding you for months, and Anne is a far better woman. I even feel that she could be my next wife. So that means the two of us getting divorced should be okay. That's fine with you, right?
You're not even in the mood to talk things through and would rather just the two of us be done? What about the 5 years we've been together, and the life we've built with each other as husband and wife? Does none of that mean anything to you?
There's no point in talking through this. I have nothing that I'd like to say to you, so let's be done with this.
So you really have nothing left to show me. Alright then? You don't even care enough about cheating on me that you'd like to apologize for it?
And what would apologizing to you do for me, huh? If we're gonna get divorced, it doesn't really matter whether I choose to apologize to you or not. And apologizing is just a bother, so I'll leave things at that.
Well, to most people when they're caught, they usually at least say sorry for how things turned out.
Well, I'm not going to apologize. I don't feel that I've done anything wrong anyway. And when I compare you to Anne, I'm far more happy being around her than you. And being happy is what everyone wants in life, right?
You are the worst person I've ever met.
By the way, how did you even figure out about Anne in the first place? I want to know about that right now, because I've tried pretty hard to keep her hidden for a bit. Wait, maybe it's because of all the women that look at me? Could this mean that you were still jealous that I have other women looking at me, so you started to watch them and make sure I wasn't with any of them?
I don't care anymore. Let's just get this divorce over with. I'm already disgusted by what you've said to me, so there's nothing else I want with you.
Well, luckily I'm on the same page as you. Now hurry up and get lost. Having you around the house is still a bother to me. I could really be using this house and the bed for her and I, but you've been here hogging it up. And getting hotel rooms is expensive. You have until tomorrow to get out.
What are you talking about? I don't want to leave the house, Stan.
What? Well, if I have no other choice, then I'll give you at least a bit more time. I feel bad after having to toss you out here so soon, but let's go, hurry it up for me, would ya? I'd like Anne to be in my bed soon so she can feel right at home.
Are you listening to me? I'm telling you that I will not leave this house. In your case, you'll have to start preparing to leave, okay? I'll start preparing the divorce paperwork for us, so you just focus on getting out.
Haley, I want to talk to you about tomorrow. The moving truck will arrive at around 1 in the afternoon. Do you think you can manage that? I just need you to be there to help the truck driver start unloading things into the house for me.
Huh? What moving truck?
Yes, the moving truck coming from my house. But I'm planning on coming in my own car. I have some things I'll need to do on my way over, so I may be a bit late. But that shouldn't bother you any because you have the day off tomorrow, right?
I'm sorry, but what are you talking about, Heather?
Well, I'll be moving to that house. And I could have been there a lot sooner had you actually moved out on time.
Huh?
I see that you're still acting as though it's okay to stick around there. I can understand it's hard to be divorced by your husband and on the verge of being kicked out, but don't you think it'd be better to get back on track and start a fresh new life? And I mean, after all, the divorce was your fault in the first place. So maybe it's time you realize the wrongs you did and get out.
Hold your horses, Heather. What the hell are you talking about? I don't have a clue what all of this is about.
Oh, come on, Haley. My husband was the same way, but cheating is the worst. I cannot sympathize with you one bit either, so don't try talking your way out of this.
What?
I don't want to sit here and complain about you because that would be a total waste of time. So can you hurry up and get out of my son's house? You stabbed my boy in the heart when you cheated on him, so get lost.
What the absolute hell is wrong with you? I cheated on Stan? And you moving here tomorrow, you mean into my house? You stop all this bullcrap right now.
Stop? What are you talking about? Listen, it's time for you to just stop all this drama and just accept reality. If you don't, I'm going to start saying things I don't want to. And you and I both know that when I get angry, it makes for one hell of a bad time.
Understood.
Then let me just tell you all the facts. Just sit back and let me talk.
How much further are you going to take your misunderstanding of our divorce? You just told your mom that she can move into this house, and we had a talk all about that. You're a piece of crap, Stan.
Huh? You're a real piece of crap, Haley. This is our house. Now get the hell out.
Why are you mad at me? What the hell do you even mean by your guys' house?
That house is our house. And I let you stay there this long because I felt bad for having to kick you out so quickly after the divorce. But it's been 2 months now and you're still not out, so get out of there right now! And me having my mom come live with me has nothing to do with you. You're just some random person now, so you get out of there today!
I can see that you think you're in charge here, but do you realize what you're asking of me?
You know dang well that I know what I'm asking. I know that you still want to get back together with me, but I already have myself a new life not involving you. So how much longer will it take for you to disappear? I want you out of my life now.
You really have zero filter on that muzzle of yours. Well, I can no longer take it from you anymore. I'll make sure you understand what's happening.
You're the one who needs to understand things. Why the hell are you still in my house after 2 months have passed? You're now getting in my mom's way, so hurry up and just vanish from my sight. If you take any longer with this, my mom is not going to be happy, and I don't want her to start blaming me for what you've been doing.
The both of you are the ones that are leaving.
Huh?
Why have you been going on and on with such bullcrap, Stan? This hasn't started today, by the way. For a long time now, you've been off your rocker saying things that should only come from the mouth of a senile elderly man. You're disgusting.
What?
You both get the hell out of here. I don't like strangers in my house. Did you forget that this house is under my name, Stan?
Huh? What do you mean?
This is the house I bought while you were going through unemployment. I was working full-time and took out a loan on this place. And I've been paying it off ever since.
What? Is that right?
And you haven't put $1 into the loan I took out. So why are you acting like this was ever your house, Stan? Huh? This is not your guy's house and you have no right to it. And when we first got divorced, I made sure that this house stayed in my possession. So this house is all mine. What the hell were you doing asking your mother to move into here? Are you mentally handicapped? Wait, I actually already know the answer to that one.
Hold on a second, Haley. Are you serious? Was that house never under my name this whole time?
If you take a moment to look it up, you'll know right away. Did you forget that I've always been right about what I say? Do you ever remember putting in a penny to pay for this house?
But I feel like I've paid for something in the past, like for the down payment?
I also paid for that. We paid 50-50, but...
I see.
Are you starting to finally remember all of this now? Well, it doesn't matter now because I'm at the end of my limit when it comes to dealing with you. For a while now, you were a pain in the butt to deal with, so I just let you be. But I want you out of the house by the end of the month at the latest. If you don't, I'll have the police here.
The police? Why would you bring this up to them? And by the end of the month, that's in 2 days, Haley. I'll never be able to get out of here that quickly.
Didn't you just ask me to get out of here by the end of the day today?
Did I say something like that to you? Oh, come on now, Haley. You can see that this was all just a big misunderstanding, right? So you really don't need to be that upset with me, right? If you keep getting angry with me, you'll start to hurt yourself, you know.
You're so tiresome, Stan. Now that the tables have turned, you're gonna start acting like none of this was a problem to you? I'm over forgiving you for all of your crap, man. Just be glad I'm giving you days to get out of my house. Or would you rather me change that to the end of today? Would you be able to make it out in that time?
Don't say things like that. My mom is already getting ready to move, right? And I just wanted my mom and I to live together. Why don't the three of us live together now as a family?
No. You are not my family.
I know that you're right about that, but...
We got a divorce, Dan. What are you talking about? I have been telling you for weeks upon weeks now to get out of my house, yet you always ignored me. And now you've asked your mom to come live here like some brainless idiot?
Don't call me brainless, Haley.
Also, that's not the only thing making you the worst idiot. What the hell was it you said to your mom about why we got divorced?
Huh? So, wait, you actually did talk to my mom for a bit? I told you not to talk to her without me there!
I am the one that can choose who I talk to and when. And I found out that this whole time you've lied to her about our divorce. And I've been sitting here thinking she knew the real reason. What is actually wrong with you? You told her that you were the one that tossed me out, and the reason was because I cheated on you? I'm pretty sure that was you, buddy.
You told her about that as well? This is awful. You didn't tell her anything about the truth, right?
Well, what's the truth to you, Stan? Everything you've done and said to her so far has been nothing but lies. And for a long time, I've been wondering why the hell you guys think I need to be the one that leaves my house. Why the hell are you doing this, you brain-dead freak?
I want to fix this.
Huh?
I want you and I to get back together. I can see that you and I have some issues with communication and such, but let's start over by settling my mom down.
I didn't think I had any issues communicating what I meant to you.
But I'm telling you, we cannot just kick my mom out now. She's moving in tomorrow, and that cannot be changed. She's already sold her house, Haley. So I know that you're upset, but let's all just live together. And we've been together now for like 5 years, right? So we can fix things between us. We'll do it one step at a time.
We are already divorced, so I have no idea what you're talking about. Did you really forget why I divorced you? I made sure to let your mom know the real reason why, so don't worry about her. I said to her that you decided to follow in your dad's footsteps and cheated on me with another woman.
I told you not to tell her that. Are you kidding me? You actually told my mom all about that? I already told you not to tell her the truth already.
But I only tell the truth, Stan. I told her how even though this is my house, you continued to live here as though it was yours for over 2 months now. I just wanted her to get an understanding of the truth. She's old now, so it's hard for her to understand what's true or not.
But what the hell? That's screwed up. It was because of my dad that my mom had to go through so much trouble. And I wanted to keep her from having to remember those memories.
Well, if you wanted for her to not worry, then you shouldn't have done it in the first place, you sick prick.
But you and I had no kids.
So you're saying you're sick because I never had kids and you thought it'd be okay to hurt me? Well, your sickness isn't my problem anymore. We're just strangers. I'm glad I got divorced from you. Now, do you think you can leave my house?
Wait, I told you that my mom has nowhere to go.
Stan, was it that you and that one chick you were with spent too much money together and later broke up? And by the time you guys did, you were completely broke and needed some more? And that's why you asked your mom to come live with you so that you could start borrowing from her savings?
Why would you think that? Did my mom tell you about that?
That was just a guess, but I was right. You really are even worse than I was led to believe, huh? Well, you've been sitting on the bottom ever since you cheated on me, so you really haven't sunk that much lower.
I told you to never tell my mom that. I had a lot of things going on in my life that caused all of this.
I wasn't planning to tell her because there was no reason for me to. But you asked her to move into my house and I had no other choice. And now you both need to go. I plan to have this house sold soon, so you need to hurry it up.
What? You're selling it?
So if you want to live here, then buy it from me. I'm sure with the money you have saved up, you'll never afford it.
Please, Haley, forgive me. Let's just live together, or at least let me live there a little longer.
A man that cheated on me and told me it was okay to get divorced. How am I supposed to keep living in the same house as you?
I'm so sorry, though. I never meant to do any harm to you. I'm sorry that things turned out this way, and I hate that they did, but please forgive me.
Even your mom's going to become homeless now. That poor woman. And it's all because her son was a complete idiot about everything. Well, none of that has to do with me anymore. Now get out. And if you keep living here any longer, I'll have the police here ready to forcefully take you out. In the end, I had both of them out by the end of the month, and now both Stan and his mom are without a house and any real money. Well, not completely, as Stan's mom would be getting the money from her old house that she sold. But Stan's mom was really pissed at what he'd done to her and I, and since he was the one that made her sell her house, he'd not be getting a penny from her. And now she's living in an apartment without him, and Stan is out on the streets with nothing but pocket change. He's tried a few times now to ask for my forgiveness and for us to start dating again, but because I'm moving soon into a new life, I blocked him. At one point, he did end up running to my house to see me in person to ask me to please let him live there again. But when he knocked on the door, the real estate agent answered and told him I was no longer there. He then tried to ask her over and over again where I'd gone, but she told him that she couldn't give him that information, and that it'd be best for him to just give up, and so he did. So now if he's wondering what he should do now, he'd better start begging on the side of the road.